So, how's it going, everybody? Last time we created this page. Well, it's pretty ugly, isn't it? So let's try that again. We know how to use CSS by now, and therefore we can create our own page. So, how about we make a blog or something basic? First of all, we give it a title, like my blog or something. And yeah, we can get rid of that, I think, like this. Blog. How beautiful. And on a blog there are always articles, like my new cat, and there's always a description, I don't know, picture, a link to some favorite image, and my second article, and there's also some content in there. Just an example. Look like this. So let's go over the style once again. First of all, H1 is our head of the page. So that should be like the title, so it should stand out a little bit more. How about we give it a background of black, maybe? And give it a color of white. So, yeah, still a little bit ugly, isn't it? So, I think one of the things that is always ugly about the standard web page is the font. So we're not going to use the standard one, the Times New Roman one. We're going to change that. For that we can use the font family, and I like Helvetica. So we can change that. Now everything is in Helvetica. This star selects any page on the element, so everything gets Helvetica as the standard font. Of course there are better ways, but for now we'll stick with that. So that's our title. Let's give it a little bit of padding. Padding is more like a thing of layout, so let's give it 10 pixels of padding so you can see what it looks like. It gives the element like a border between the content of the element and its surroundings. So everything that is inside the element now has a distance of 10 from the outer border. So let's give it a padding of 100. Now you can see there's this huge area around here. You can also say like padding left. Now you'll only get a padding of 100 pixels from the left side. But for now, go back to padding, and next we are going to use margin. Margin is pretty similar to that, but with a little twist about it. So instead of giving a distance between the content of an element and the border, it's the distance between the element and its surroundings. So let's exaggerate a little bit. Now you can see those are the 100 pixels. So margin is outside other elements to this element, and padding is content of the element to the element itself. I think we won't need any margin, or maybe from the top a little bit. How does that look? No, it's too much. 40, yeah, that's alright. And maybe to the bottom as well. So 40 pixels, so we get a little bit of distance from the top. Now I think we're still missing like rounded corners or something. So let's go about box radius. Border radius, I mean. So border radius of 7 pixels is usually quite nice. Yeah, I think that's alright. I'm not really good at styling, so yeah, It's good for me. Let's delete that and give it a second try. How about H2 should be in gray, maybe, so it stands out a little bit more. Let's make it a little bigger. So font size, how about 220 pixels, maybe? No, it's actually less. So 40, too much. 30, yeah, that's fine. Now you can see they're a little bit close here. So the H2 of our second article is a little bit too close to the image from the first article. So we can use this margin trick we have up there and go margin bottom of margin top of every H2, so every start of a new article should be 30 pixels, for example. Or how about 50? Yeah, that's alright. Now, maybe you want to highlight the title a little bit more. You can always go like text decoration, and there you can set like underline. Now you get a line under the text. Yeah, straightforward, isn't it? Let's try the A tag. You see, it looks a little bit weird when you visited Google, for example, in this case. So we're gonna style the A tag. I think text decoration on links doesn't look too good, so we're gonna say that the text decoration should be none. So we don't have any text decoration. Next, I'm gonna make it bold. So to make it bold, you can use the font weight and then bold. See how it looks? A little bit nicer. And now we got it ugly color there. So let's use another tag for that. So if you put behind the tag, for example, visited, you can define special attributes that should be used if an element has already been visited. For the A tag that works, for others it doesn't really make sense, so it doesn't work. But here we can say the color should be blue, and it looks a little bit more like a usual link. You click on it and it still works. I think that's a little bit nicer. So you can see our first page that looks a little bit more decent than the first one. So thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.